Hey everyone, this is OJ here coming to you today with a scam alert. Something that I haven't done in a very long time. When I first started doing my videos a few years ago, I was doing a few scam alerts, mainly because I was getting scammed by businesses. I was in a few crypto businesses that were masked as mining. At the time, mining was very popular, and most of the hypes, high-yield investment programs, started exploiting that niche, the Bitcoin mining niche. So quite a few fake businesses were masked as Bitcoin mining, and they were, giving very big returns, which was alluring a lot of people. And I found a few of them that I was quite certain that was scams, and I did videos about them. Hash Ocean was probably the most popular one, and then Coins and Nano 11 and OneCoin was also another one that I did quite a few videos about. So that wasn't really my calling, though. That wasn't really the purpose of me doing videos. It was just something that I felt the urge to share with my followers so that I can prevent them from falling into a trap. And this video is going to be just that. I was speaking to a few of my followers recently and friends also online on Facebook, and they were promoting something to me that was having some clear red flags, some really, really big red flags that I'm going to share with you right now. And you don't really have to take my word for it, but it's good to at least see my point of view and why do I think that these Telegram bots are actual scams. And hopefully that will help you prevent losing a lot of money in these scams, in these ponzi businesses. So today I'm going to be reviewing this. There are a few bots under one umbrella. So it's basically one company, it's not even a company, it's basically just one person that has created these fake Telegram bots and promoting them as arbitrage trading type of bots. And I think that it's a complete nonsense. It's an absolute Ponzi. I'm going to tell you why. And you can judge for yourself. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a lot of negative comments as well. That's what happened in the past when I was calling Hash Ocean, and it was quite obvious that Hash Ocean was a fake business. Many people who had invested in Hash Ocean actually messaged me and were quite negative about the fact that I'm calling it a scam and everything. And it only took a month or something like that after my video, and Hash Ocean was gone. And it was at the time one of the biggest scams. It was close to $1 billion scam. So I'm not saying that this business will be as big as that and it will scam that many people, but if you are going to be investing in those, at least I want you to be aware of all of the red flags and you make up your own mind, okay? Okay, so where do I begin? Let's start with their website. Arbitragemachine.com is their website. We can see a very very shady looking website, to be honest. That's not exactly the kind of website I would expect from a genuine investment company. I mean, don't forget, investment companies are usually run by brokerages, hedge funds, people who are in the business with a lot of competition around, so they would always have someone who would be taking care of their website, a designated person that is a professional web developer, website developer, designer, that would always have a very modern and good looking website. So this is really homemade for a company that is claiming to have a serious business with investments, right? Look at the design, look at the colors, everything is just totally wrong. I mean, this looks something that you would find on the dark web, something that would be kind of illegal, dodgy. Definitely doesn't give me a confidence that this is a legitimate investment company. But let's forget about that. Let's say that this is just my personal prejudice, right? Then we have a video, which is a YouTube video, again, very DIY, very homemade, very unprofessional. The video is also really not the kind of video you would expect from a legitimate website. First of all, a legitimate investment website would not have the video just pasted here as something like a landing page. This is more of a landing page. That's not really how you do a website for a legitimate business. Yes, you would have a advertisement video, type of an intro, promotional video that would be well executed, it would be on your homepage, but it's never going to be the first thing you see, because that is what a landing page looks like. This is not what a professional website looks like, okay? Now, welcome to Arbitrage World. Hello. We start with hello? Really? Witness the price of Bitcoin skyrocket from 900 to 20,000. That's a question, I suppose. There's no question mark. So, okay. So basically what I'm trying to say here is that their English is poor. A website with a poor English is always an indication of something that is not quite right. Because as an investment company, again, if you are a genuine investment company, you have designated people that are taking care of these things, like design, like copyright. You know, the copy, which is meaning text, has to be impeccable. It has to be in perfect English, well put together, and with no errors. I'm not even going to go beyond the first sentence because I don't have to. This is already showing me total unprofessionalism, okay? Then we have, is it not better to earn smartly? Smartly? No, guys. No, this is not how you speak English. Okay. And you know, for those of you who are doubting me right now and saying, oh, he's talking rubbish, you know, just because they don't have good English doesn't mean they can't do business. Unfortunately, it means they can't do business, because a good businessman knows that English and having everything correctly written on your website is very important. It might not be important for you how you conduct your business, but it's important for how professional you look. And if you are a professional, you are showing that professionalism on your website. You're not just making it as you go along halfway and, you know, quickly just get it out there and start earning. No. Now, so let's ignore all of that. Let's say that I'm talking rubbish. Let's take a look at the next thing. Here we have their investment plans, or more like the investment bots, arbitrage bots, they call them. And these are Telegram bots, just like iCenter and a few other bots that we've already seen that went down and, you know, scammed many people. What's happening here is that they have a Bitcoin bot, Ethereum bot, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Tron, and Ripple. All of them are paying the same, minus Bitcoin. Bitcoin is paying 1.3%, probably because it's the most popular one. And then we're having Ethereum and all of the other ones earning you 1.5% on your investment for 99 days. So this is fixed return for a fixed time. This is a big giveaway here. This is a huge red flag for me. Even if I ignore all of the other red flags that I mentioned, this is the huge one. This is the big one. A fixed percentage return on a fixed time frame. That only happens with scams. And I know that because I've been in quite a few. Maybe this is the place where I should add that I have been in a few scams already. I've been working online for the last 5 years. And in my time, I've lost quite a few $1,000s in scams. And a lot of the times, I was kind of being too kind and ignoring all of these signs, red flags that I'm pointing out right now. I was ignoring them quite a few times, thinking, nah, maybe, you know, their English is not good, but, you know, they're not from England or America, so it's kind of understandable that their English is not great. You know, oh, fixed return. Well, yeah, but and in that fixed return, you're also getting your money back. So it's not just a profit. It's actually, even though they say earn daily 1.5% profits on your investments, what they actually mean is return, because your money that you put in there is also being returned to you. So it's not exactly 1.5. So it's not really that shady. You know, I was ignoring all of these red flags. And every time I would ignore these red flags, I would get scammed. So now I'm talking from experience, okay? BitConnect was another one. I didn't go into that one. I warned a lot of people against it, but a lot of my friends went into BitConnect. BitConnect was doing pretty much the same thing. USI Tech was doing pretty much the same thing. It was a fixed return, you know, for a fixed time frame. They're all the same, guys. They just give you a different story to kind of make them seem different, but they all doing the same thing. They rotate money. They take money from new investors to pay out older investors. This is what I call a Ponzi. This is what pretty much everyone calls a Ponzi scheme. So this is what we are dealing with here. Arbitrage Machine is a Ponzi scheme. They have a few different bots. It doesn't matter what you call them. It doesn't matter that they have different currencies here. It's all doing the same thing. They're just taking money from people who deposit today, and they're paying out people who are withdrawing today with this money. And luckily for them, most of the time they're having more money coming in than money coming out. As soon as the money coming out starts becoming more and more and more, and starts reaching the amounts that are coming in, they will stop paying. Or sometimes they would wait until the money coming out are slightly over the money coming in, and then they will stop. But in any case, they will stop it, right? And they will do it suddenly. Now, why do I say that fixed daily profits are a big red flag? Let's take a look at the market capitalization of those coins that they are having the bots with, right? Okay, so for the last 24 hours is what we're seeing here on the coinmarketcap.com. This is the website where you can see all of these currencies. Bitcoin is down 0.44%. Ethereum is down 1.29%. This is in the last 24 hours, don't forget. Ripple is down 2.21%. What was the other one? Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is down 2.64%. So all of these coins are down, guys. And yet, somehow, miraculously, they are able to pay you 1.5 profit every day. Every day in, day out, they're paying you that profit. 99 days, so that's 100 days. 100 days is just over 3 months, right? So you have to risk your money for 3 months in order to get your money back with a little bit of a profit. And 3 months, in 3 months, so many things could happen. I mean, I'm not saying that they will disappear 3 months from now, from me making this video, but the problem is that many people who come in late into these bots, they will lose their money. Also, people get greedy. They run, so let's call this 99 days a cycle, right? So they run a cycle, they get their profits, they're happy, and they put it all back in for another cycle. They get it again, and they put it all back in for yet another cycle. And then they continue and continue, they compound, is what it's called. They're basically using their earnings in order to put more money in the system, build up their account, and make, maybe start with something like $100 and turn it into 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever it is. And it happens, yes. A lot of the times that happens because these kind of Ponzi's, they can run for, a half a year, sometimes more than a year, sometimes even 2 or 3 years. Rarely, but it happens. The problem is because they keep paying you, you feel complacent and you just leave your money in there until one day they just disappear suddenly and your money is gone. So many people are doing that, and they don't realize that if you're going to be working with a high yield investment program, which this is, hypes are just Ponzi's. They just rotate the money, so you should never compound and build up. Or you could compound only after you recover your initial investment or seed money or whatever you want to call it. Only then, when you're working with the fake money that's been accumulated by the system, not your own money, then you can be more risky and you can go and you can compound and all of that. But many people don't understand that. Especially people who are being referred into this by other people, they never get told these things. And in the end, the majority of the customers will lose their money. And it's a small minority of those early adopters, the first people who came into these bots, into this business. They're the ones that will make the money. They're the ones that will promote it and will show you their big accounts with big earnings and everything to lure you into this business. They will they will make the profits and you will be losing the money because you don't know how to play the game. So there is a way to make money with these kind of scams, but unless you're experienced and unless you're working with money that you really don't care about, I would not advise you to be doing this. Because as I said, these are not automated bots, guys. Don't just believe what you're reading here or what you're being told in this video. These are just simple Ponzi bots. They're not trading, they're not doing arbitrage, and also they're always being promoted in the most rogue ways. So of course, sooner or later, they start getting stopped by government regulatory bodies. That's what happened with BitConnect and USA Tech and many of the other scams. Right. So let's move on. So this is their Telegram community. It's got 2,737 members. I assume a lot of these are actually bots, because on Telegram you do have a lot of bots, and that means it's around probably at least 2,000 people right now who are going to be scammed. And I guess that will grow to maybe 10, 20,000, 30,000 before anything bad happens. But this is just my wild guess. I can't really know that. And they're also being promoted on Facebook. This is the XRP bot that someone sent to me. I actually got into a lot of conversations with people before I decided to make this video, and I saw that many people are really not understanding the nature of these fake bots, and they really think that these bots are going to be making them rich. And some people actually put all of their savings into these things. This is why it's so dangerous. So quite frankly, I'm surprised that I went into their Telegram channel, and let's first go into their registration. So this is Companies House. They're registered in UK. This is why I went to the UK Companies House website. This is where you will see every business that's registered in UK, and you can see some statistics about them. They have their address here, which is a private address. That's not really a company address. Actually, I went on Google to find it. It's this house here. East London, for a change, actually, because a lot of the times hypes are being registered in West London, in Kensington and Chelsea, in areas where you don't really find these kind of businesses. For the first time, I'm seeing a business being registered in East London, just off Barbican, which could look credible. It could look like this is an address, but it's not in the city. Okay, it is still not really in the city of London, and investment companies and hedge funds and all of that, they're being registered in the city. They usually have offices in Canary Wharf or something like that. It's not really likely that they will be operating from this kind of address. This is a private address. Also, if we see here filing history, it shows us the service address of the director was removed from the public register on the 3rd of January. And it was done without the authority of the company. Now, this address of the director was removed probably because it wasn't the real address. And also because they don't really want you to know their real address, right? Okay. So, another big red flag that probably many people will just ignore because they don't really understand why would that be a problem. Well, it is a problem. Another problem also is the fact that this guy who is, let me just go to people. So we have one officer, Julius Gilmore, right? There is no such person on Facebook. I mean, there are a few, but none of them is in UK, and none of them is advertising that they are owner of such a big business, an investment business with trading bots, arbitrage trading bots. I mean, none of these people is really that person. Okay, so how is it possible that for someone who is running such a big business, there is zero social media presence? And I'm not only looking at Facebook. Let's go to LinkedIn. No results. There is no results for Julius Gilmore in London. Let's remove London, actually. Let's just look at Julius Gilmore. So what are we seeing here is Columbia, South Carolina, and another one in the United States. Nobody is in UK. This guy is supposed to be living here, 69 Long Lane, right? Or if not living, he's supposed to be working there. So same thing. He's supposed to be located in London, UK, not in South Carolina or something like that. And if you are a business running any kind of business, if you want to network with people, to add people to your business, to find new customers, or just network with people that you might want to employ in your business, you would be on LinkedIn and you would be advertising your business straight below your name. So it will be your name, and here it will be saying Arbitrage Machine, whatever. It's nothing like that on LinkedIn, nothing like that on Facebook, right? I'm not really going to go through all of the social media. These are the two main social media networks that you always have a profile if you want to advertise your business, if you want to promote, if you want to network, anything that you want to do business-wise, you are on LinkedIn and you are on Facebook. There's no doubt about it. Instagram, Twitter, all of those, they come secondary. They're never the first thing. The first thing you do is you are on Facebook and you are on LinkedIn. Another thing that really gives away the whole shadiness of everything. On Telegram, let me actually go into their Telegram channel. Okay, so this is their channel, Arbitrage Machine Community, 2,744 members. Let's take a look at the members. I did not find that person in the members here. So the person who actually is running the business is not even a member of his own community. Really? Or maybe he is a member of his own community but under a fake name. Why would someone want to do that? I have only one guess. Why would someone want to have a fake identity instead of using their real name if they are in fact the owner of this business? This is their Telegram community, guys. That person is not here. He's not in the admins as well. So one of the admins is this Rose, which is a bot, Miss Rose bot. There is another admin, which is also a bot. So everything is bots here. All of those admins are bots. This is their pinned message. Welcome to Arbitrage Machine support group. Read the pinned post. If you don't understand it, please ask. No admins will message you. If you have problems, you have to message us first. This looks like, oh, you know, if anyone messages you, that will be a scam. So be aware, we are not a scam. That's nonsense. Okay, if you do need support, you can message this person here or use the support on the web. Let's see who is this person. I do not PM you. If I do, it's a scammer profile. Well, it's a scammer profile nevertheless, but that's it. Phil Arbitrage with, again, no picture. There is no surname. You know, Arbitrage is the name of the business. This could be a bot or it could be, you know, a person. But even if it's a person, they did not reveal their identity. Not a good sign, folks. Not a good sign. But there is zero proof. There is zero screenshots or, you know, any kind of videos that would show you how the bots are actually operating, right? Even in that video here on their website, we are not really seeing how the bots are operating. We're just seeing chats and we are seeing the dashboard of Bittrex, which, you know, I have a Bittrex account, I'm trading, I have a dashboard. That doesn't really mean anything. I mean, nothing in this video to actually show you how the things are being done. They're showing you Bitfinex, I believe, and Bittrex, and they're saying, oh, look at the price here and look at the price here, and there's a difference in the price, so you can buy it from here, you can sell it here, and you make profit. Yeah, that's what arbitrage means. But whether you are guys doing it, we don't know. You haven't showed us any proof that you're actually doing it. You just showed us how it's done and what is the concept of arbitrage, but that doesn't really mean you're doing it. So that's it. Another thing that is a red flag is the fact that there is no information about them. I mean, copyright 2018, so they didn't even bother updating their website here to say 2019. Arbitrage Machine Limited, all rights received. What? All rights received? That is not, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, that doesn't exist. That sort of thing here that is probably supposed to say that they have rights to operate as a business or trade, whatever it is, that still doesn't exist. All rights received. No, that does not make sense. And there's no information about who they are. Live assistance. We can chat. Oh, if we're not online, we will email you back. 24 hours ticket support, live assistance if you face any difficulties. Need assistance regarding our team is always available to help you. Okay, 24/7 live chat support guarantee. We are not online. We will email you back. 24/7 live chat support guarantee again. No, not happening. Okay. Right. Guys, this is a scam written all over it. Really, written all over it. Why we don't see who is that person who is running the business? Why we don't have a personalized message from that person saying, I created this company, 6 months ago we started, we tested these bots, I'm personally programming, coding, whatever these bots, or I have a person doing this. Like, why is that not happening? Like with genuine hedge funds or investment companies, you always have the people who are running them talking about their business personally, giving you personalized messages, always being very proud with their product, and also you always have that personal account manager that would actually be talking to you and helping you with your problems and issues and stuff like that. I mean, they have 5 different bots, or is it 6? 6 different bots they have, and clearly people would have all kinds of issues and stuff like that, yet they only have the Telegram group that has nothing really here, and a ticket support with emails. That's not really how it's done. So yeah, guys, this is it. I'm personally convinced that Arbitrage Machine Limited is a Ponzi running business, and sooner or later they will be going down suddenly. It will be sudden. It will not be gradual. There will be no warning signs. It will just happen one day. You will find out that you cannot withdraw anymore. And I am also convinced that these here bots are not doing any kind of arbitrage trading, and they're not even bots. They're just Telegram bots, because it's very easy to code a bot here on Telegram to just send you messages and reply to messages and stuff like that. That's why there's so many scams on Telegram. There's hundreds of fake Telegram bots that are scamming people every minute, not even every day. It's literally, as we speak right now, people are getting scammed here on Telegram. Unfortunately, Telegram is a very popular place for scammers, because things are being automated, because you can program many bots to do many different things, including post messages with kind of proof of earnings, proof of payments, all these kind of things. All of this can be programmed on Telegram, and this is why Telegram bots are now the biggest scams out there. Right, well, that was my personal opinion. That is what I think about this business. Whether you agree with me or not, it's interesting to know why. If you don't agree with me, why not? Leave a comment below and give me the thumbs up or the thumbs down, of course, if you don't like this video. Basically, the few things that I'm really, just to summarize here, just the few things that I really see as very, very big red flags is the fact that there is a hidden identity of the person who is running the business. That is always the case with scams, always. I mean, BitConnect was the same. We didn't really know who is running BitConnect, and as we know, BitConnect was gone in an instant. The same happened with HashOcean and Nano 11 and Coins, all of the ones that I mentioned previously. Some of the other Ponzi's are the ones that are a bit longer term. They usually have people who reveal their identity, and when things go south, they start hiding. This is what happened with USI Tech. I mean, it's a business that had clear leaders and people who were running this business, businessmen actually with quite good reputation, that is now completely gone and ruined. These people are now hiding. Of course, that's what happens. So the fact that there is a person who is revealing their identity is not always indicative of a legitimate business, but a person who is hiding their identity is always indicative of a fraudulent business, of a scam. And even if you just take this one warning sign, that should be enough for you to be really, really careful. I know that many people who are already invested in this business are watching this video, and maybe you hate me right now for saying these things. You can do that, of course, but at least be aware that I am 90% certain, if not 99%, if not 100% certain, that this is a Ponzi type of business. It will be gone in an instant whenever they decide to turn off the plug. And at least what I want you to do is make sure that you recover as much as possible, take out as much as possible, and don't get too greedy. Don't start reinvesting your profits for too long, and just work with the money that the system accumulated for you. Don't work with your own money. So of course your own money is in the beginning, but at least make sure you pull it out and you don't get complacent and you don't get greedy. This is not going to be your retirement fund, I promise you. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching until the end, and if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and maybe send some suggestions of something that you want me to review. Even though I'm not exactly a scam reviewer, I don't really do videos about scams too much. Every now and then I do. When I feel something that I feel that I need to send a warning, I do it. So if there's a big business, you know, a lot of people going in and you feel that it's a scam, maybe you would request me to review it and I will. See you next time.